It's vlog 103. Hey everyone, it's me, Jaime the Shut-In cartoonist, musician, beard grower, here vlogcasting from the Corn Tortilla Press World Headquarters, finishing his second and last cup of coffee of Cafe Domingo from Pete's today. Okay, let's get into it. I was going to talk about comics, but I'm not. Today I'm going to get a little more sociological on your ass. I'm going to talk about social media quickly and how it's bugging me. And you're watching me on social media. I'll get to that. Starting with cell phones, smartphones. I have one. Most people do. And people are glued to them. And I'm not going to pick on any specific age. I'm not going to say, oh, those millennials, oh, that Generation Z, or whatever damn label you want to affix to it. I'm talking about people, humans, bipeds. I'm seeing them everywhere. When I do go out, even before the shelter in place started, movies, sitting at the movie theater, at least the last 5 to 7 years. And I'm not exaggerating. It isn't some of the time, it isn't most time, it's every time. I'll see about 10 different people look at their cell phone during the movie, and we'll just, for argument's sake, of those 10, you'll see about 3 to 5. Those 3 to 5 of those same 10 people will look at their phone constantly through the film. Constantly. It's like a cigarette smoker going out for a smoke every 20 minutes. It's addictive. It's a pandemic. Britain had an ad campaign on television that was called either Phones Down, Eyes Up, or Eyes Up, Phones Down. I can't remember which order, because they recognize that this is becoming a pandemic. I've gone to dinners and lunches with people, and they'll have their phone on the table and they'll be diddle-daddling through it, while you're trying to have a conversation. And that's the other part I was going to say, is it feels like that it's kind of a breakdown, at least contributing to part of the breakdown of society, like the art of conversation, just talking to somebody, but we don't talk anymore. We text or tweet. I've never had a Twitter account, and I won't, because it wasn't like, well, yeah, partially it was like, oh God, one more fucking thing to have. But the other thing is I don't have anything worth tweeting to say. It's like, there's nothing important, really. Just like this, not really that important. But everybody on Twitter, the tweets, there's a lot of people out there that just, feel that whatever they say is like, thebomb.com, and it's not. It doesn't mean shit. None of you, myself included. It isn't like you have these pithy, earth-shattering, nuggets of knowledge that are coming down from the mountain, chiseled onto the rocks and tablets of time to help humanity. Nah, fuck no. None of you are doing that. It doesn't, look, a great example, the perfect, absolute example of how Twitter is stupid. The POTUS, 45. That idiot tweets all day long, idiotic shit between swigs of Diet Coke and grabbing pussy. There's a prime example right there. It isn't worth, the fucking phone it's on. But anyway, and Facebook, which you're probably seeing me on right now, is kind of a pointless waste of time, partially. And I'd like to back that up with a little bit of, it has put me in contact with friends and family. Actually, I got some photographs, 2 photographs of my mother, father, and I together. My dad's been dead since 1967, so you can imagine we didn't have a camera. So, yeah, I don't have too many pictures of the old man. So that was really nice because of Facebook, because of a cousin, an older cousin that I got in touch with. So, yes, it has its merits. But overall, it's not used for that. It's not like work or anything. Even right now, you're sitting there listening to me going, yeah, whatever. And you should be, because it's, yeah, whatever. I did this. I started doing these about 3 weeks into shelter in place for myself, just as a cathartic thing to kind of take my mind off the crap that's going on. And then I decided, well, maybe a couple people would want to just come along for the ride as well, and you did, and thank you. And we were kind of doing it together every single day. But it's not really that important, is it? I'm not really saying anything. I talk about comics. I realize that, 2/3 of the people watch this aren't really into comics. Most people are into music, but I can get pretty effing nerdy on that stuff, and but neither here nor there. I'm just worried. The attention spans, I have some friends, you can just see their attention span shrinking. the conversations are just ridiculous now. It's getting to the point of ridiculousness. Taking my girlfriend's granddaughter to the park before the shelter in place started. I would laugh out loud, watching these parents on their cell phone while they're kind of swinging their kid and then stopping. And then the kid would kind of, hey, keep it going. They wouldn't even look at their kid, start up again. Their children are out, but they're on their phones. They're not really watching. They're not really engaging. And is this engaging? Are the phones engaging? Is any of this working? I don't think so. Again, I'm doing this just as this is my observation. That's all. This isn't. I don't feel this is. Yes, this is the way it is. No. This is just my observation. But I mean, do you agree? I'm watching people I've grown up with or gone to school with and stuff fighting each other on Facebook over politics, or at least the sides they believe on, being incredibly mean and ignorant. And I try to slide by those. I got sucked into one recently, just the other night, maybe last night, on about Ladybird. So, those of you that know, I'm from Sacramento. There's some of you that are from Sacramento are still living there, that we all knew each other. And I got into it with some guy because I made the sacrilege comment of that not all of Ladybird was shot in Sacramento. Yeah, it's kind of how it's done in the industry, They don't just come to a town and then film every single scene there. It doesn't work that way. You're lucky if you get half the scene shot there. Usually exteriors. And even that, I mean, Ladybird, the cafe she's at isn't in Sacramento. It's in like Pasadena. The high school, the woman Greta Gerwig went to St. Francis, which is in East Sacramento. It's over by the Armory. It's right behind where I used to play senior league baseball. They use this school down south, but this guy was debating me, and I was trying to point out to him the industry, which I worked in for a minute. So I got sucked in. It's pointless. I got sucked in. And there you go. There's a fine example. I just wasted 1 minute of your time discussing a stupid conversation I had with some fuckwad I don't even know. He probably doesn't even live in East Sac. So there you go. And if he did or didn't, doesn't matter. Anyway, this is something, I'm just going to leave you with that. If you have to go out today, please mask up. Wash your hands, sanitize, stay away from people. Try an experiment. Try leaving your phone at home. Try staying off electronics for a day, once a week. Pick a day. The world will continue. Trust me. That I do know. All right, everybody. Please, if you're out there, or even if you're not, be kind to yourself and be kind to others. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.